準備中。 珍しく起動中のところからですけど、まあ、サムネ設定できたし配信もされたっぽいんでやります。どういうノリでやってたっけ。とりあえずデイリーからやる。めちゃくちゃ適当なパーティーだったな、今見てみたけど。まあ好感度欲しいからね、仕方ないね。その羽はなんだね。あ、君は元からか。まあアンバーはいいや。四国メンタ。あ、そうなんだ。誠実な話やと。自分だけで。まあじゃあリネの伝説にもやるからレインボーローズで。あんなジャムみたいなアイコンなんだね。早っ。なんか早かった。とりあえず戦闘以外はこのパーティーでいこう。好感度欲しいから。これじゃないんだね。あ、あれか。どういう感じで組んだろう。終わり。これがなんだっけ。あー、倒す系じゃないんだよな。 あ、あれか。
Disappear.
岩にするまでもなかったな。
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
やるか。こんな時間帯ですが。あれどれだっけスメールではない。これか。なんだっけ前回のストーリー。回答はマジックと関係があるのだろうか。リネに聞いてみよう。ないでしょう。
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer, and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play.
You can tell? Oh boy.
Of course.
あ、ごめん、なんか言ってた。
And that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
テイジネが言ってましたって言うとこんだよ。
Alright, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
はっはっは。うっそ。
Hey, Lenny?
気まずそうで草。
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
うん。ちょっと、あの時のこと謝ってもらおうかなって。
Whoa, why don't you guess, Mr. Telepathic?
あ、そうだ。
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
お前嘘ついたのか。
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand... Let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Wow, cut it in one. Is this more of your trickery at work?
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck.
ベネットだったら死んでたな。
His warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel. So, Lenny, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Angry? Why?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
Huh. What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally.
二度も歌劇場の手品ショーで巻き込まれるのは草。
And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show. But I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
なんか一般通過応募あったけどなんだ今の。
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician and an infamous thief? Wow, this has exclusive written all over it.
マスコミが。
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
大志君は何歳だ？どっちが年上なんだ、マーティンとお前は。
You're being far too modest, Lenny. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone!
That's the question. Where did it go?
今頃ナタのあたりに生えてんじゃないですか。
Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
A surprise? Let me see!
やべ、どこにあるのかわかんねえな、全然。
It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Lenny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
話が早いのこい
Don't
つ。
worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
I can
Shoken.
imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well
初
versed
見
in
の
floral
水羊羹
symbolism?
さん、どうもこ
For
んばんは
example,
です。
magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters.
なんか今日誕生日らしいんで、そういえば伝説ニームずっとやってなかったから、ちょっと今回やってみようかなといった感じでやらせていただいています。ね、
But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice.
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist.
ポケットミラーから
But
来ま
I'm
した
afraid I don't know the
あ、
first
ポケッ
thing
トミ
about
ラーの
floral
方でしたか。
symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic.
ポケットミラー、フリーゲーム版と、あとキャスの配信アーカイブだと、黄金の夢版も一応プレイしたので、それで来てくれたのかな。リトルク T2 シューズはまだクリアしてないけど、一応配信外でちまちまとはやってます。
It sounds like something I should look into, though. I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this phantom weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief. Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time. But let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then.
先に捕まっといてくれた方が確かに助かるな。
If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
まだついてるし。
So, Lenny, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Well, magicians are entitled to their secrets. But Paimon's really itching to know how it's done. You feel it too, right? So itchy.
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistance and help me investigate?
イッチーだからなんか歯がゆい系のニュアンスの方が強いんか
Magician's
ね。
assistants? Oh, that sounds fun. Assistants are technically magicians too. Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done. Shall we go for it?
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner of Fontaine. And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
Hmm? あ、メインストーリーの方を進めさせられてる。 そっちには今用なんだよな。ポケットミラーな、黄金の夢のエンディングまだ全部回収してないんだよな。フリー版と黄金の夢版の違いで言うと、黄金の夢の方がちょっとエンディングが1個追加されてるんですけど、それをまだ回収してないから、回収したら黄金の夢でもまたなんか動画作りたいなとは思ってるけど、今のところはその辺をまだそこまでやり込めてないから、それでき次第って感じにはなりますかね。あ、リネットじゃないか。
You took your time.
埋めるよ。
Sorry, I bumped into the traveler in Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette. We're working as Lenny's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
もっと言ってる。
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
とりあえず怪盗の正体探しまくんねえとな。
I'll wait for you here and see if Gemma shows up.
ちなみに日本語だとなんつってんだろう。
ここであなたたちを待つわ。ついでにジェマさんのことも。
我在这里等你们，顺便等下马过来。
面白いぐらい全然わかんなかった。
난 여기 있으면서 젬마가 올 때까지 기다릴게.
まあ、韓国語がギリ日本語に近いのかな。なるほどな。
I'll wait for you here and see if Gemma shows up.
話を聞け。
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance? Sure I do. What's this about?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something. I heard she comes here a lot.
Yeah, she does.
彼女はよく墓地から出てくるって聞いたけど。
It's no secret why either. She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away? Oh, so 10 years. Wow. Their love must have been really strong.
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful to have someone who remembers him fondly.
フィーバーし
If
てる
I'm
かね。
honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay. Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck asking some other people.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep asking around.
You're welcome. I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
解放っていうのもんなんかもよくわからんけどね。
A lot of people find cemeteries bleak and oppressive, but not me. I find the silence gives me a sense of peace, and something about being in the presence of the dead and buried sort of puts all of life's woes in perspective.
ね、どう話し
I'll
かけ
wait
てみ
for
た
you
けど、
here.
あ、変わんねえわ。キャラクターに話しかけた後なんだからちょっとセリフ変わってくれたっていいじゃないか。
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later.
まあ
As
物
I'm
は
sure
言
you
うというかなん
know,
てい
the
うか、
Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
今何でも
Whatever
盗
the
むって。
case, now that the weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
本人降臨シリーズ。
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong?
死ぬんじゃない
Wait.
の？
It looks like she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's okay. Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid, we mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern, but you didn't answer my question. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
今から
My
マジッ
name
ク
is
で君の
Lenny,
腕を
and
消
this
し
is
てあ
my
げ
sister
よう。
Lynette.
怪我したその腕を。
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
珍しくマイネーム
The
言って
weasel
る。
posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I never believed that he was the weasel.
Mana.
I suspected as much. Okay, so going back 10 years, do you remember anything strange in the weeks leading up to the accident? Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone, for instance?
No, not that I know of.
Got it. All right, sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
Mana.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago.
Mana.
It makes sense that she'd be wary around us. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
やったー、伝説任務全クリしたぞ。
Oh, Caesar. Were you or weren't you the Phantom Weasel?
Gemma's hurt, you say? Now that you mention it, I did see her getting into a heated argument a while back. Maybe someone who hates Caesar was taking it out on her. People can be unbelievable sometimes.
人って何かを信じると一気に厄介になるからな。
A lot of people find I find the silence.
同じか。翌日の午前中まで暇だね。人でも倒すか。
Let's light it up! Surprise! Over here! Everybody stand back!
Terrace!
あ、そういえば樹脂使ってなくね。
Once, there was...
中ボスは終わってんのか。じゃあ、あれかね、普通に生物ですかね。
Adventure time! Zip on up! Surprise! The Amaze!
Protect us!
I'm going in! Over here! Zip on up! Over here!
right up.
Let's light it up!
Quick!
Surprise! Over here!
And voila!
いなかったらしいけどどうだった。
Vent! Zip on up! Over here! Cue the spotlight! I'm going in! Surprise! Zip on up! Huh? Why do they never miss?
Here comes
思い
the
っきり
finale.
外してんじゃないか。
Now disappear.
Teamwork is
To dust!
Stay calm. Stay calm. And voila!
Oh. Terra sm-
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's light it up! Over here! Surprise! Be amazed! Huh? I'm going in!
Now disappear.
ちなみにだけど、これって水属性に殴らせたらどんぐらい速いの？これ炎メインで殴ってるけど。
Right now, emerge.
Da, da. Da, da, da.
right here.
You Blade!
Right now, right here. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge, right here. Emerge.
Stay put!
Yeah! Riptide! Huh. Huh. Yeah. Huh. No time. Yeah.
Right now, right here, right now.
Don't be scared!
Emerge. Right now.
You Blade! You're up!
Stop! Shouldn't let your guard down.
Right here, right now. Emerge.
Don't be scared!
No time to lose.
2分くらいかな。あんまり大差ない気するな。
No time to lose.
Right now. Emerge.
You Blade! You're up!
とりあえずでも最初のスライムラッシュはすげえ早い。
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Right here. Emerge. I'm always watching. Right now. Right here.
To dust.
Stay put!
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Yeah! Hit! You Blade!
No time. Who's next?
Emerge. Right now.
Stay put!
No time to lose.
あ、ほぼ早いな、だいぶ。まず
Ready, go!
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Don't be scared!
You can run, but you can't hide.
Emerge. Right now.
Stay put!
Emerge. Right here. A sight to behold. Emerge. Right now.
Quick! Shouldn't let your guard down. Bring it up.
Right here.
Don't...
あえて上から撃ってないの？
Emerge right now.
Ah! Uruguay, you're up!
No time to lose.
Emerge right now.
Stay put!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. No time to lose. Who's next?
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Don't be scared!
Right here. Right now. Emerge. Is the... I'm always watching. Right now.
To dust! Riptide!
Emerge. Right now.
Stay put!
Right here.
Don't be scared!
なんか1分以内くらいに2分以内にクリアできた方がやりやすいね。本当は風属性もうちょっといい感じに使えば、並走が多分強いのかな。あんぐらいのなんか属性数多い感じだと並走は強そう。それか風主人公。
Emerge right now.
Uruguay!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Emerge right here. Emerge.
Don't be scared!
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Quick!
Stay put!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Right here. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Don't be scared!
奥でレーザー構えんの。
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Stay put!
Amateur No time to lose.
せっかくだからできたもの使い切りたいけどね。
let your guard down.
Right here, right now, right here.
Don't be scared.
Right now, emerge, right now.
You great.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Right here, right now, emerge.
No time to lose.
Right now, right here. A sight to behold. What a nuisance. Emerge. Right here.
No time to lose.
こっちもこっちなんだ。
キニャー。
どうも。
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? What Paimon thinks? Where are some nice places we should go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Alsong? It's been a while since we last saw that over near the gorge. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
今すごい進めてたストーリーがあったんだけど、
じゅんさんの枠の後だから久々にバイモンの声聞いた気がする。
なんか なんか今現在ストーリーを進めることができませんとか抜かしやがるから、こいつらに八つ当たりしてます。二度と起き上がんない。何やってたんかっていうと、これやってたんですけど、リネっていうキャラクターの黒斑病の勝利。
まだ配信されてなかったのけ？
第一幕。配信今してるでしょ？そういう意味じゃなくて？で、それの続きを今すごいやりたいんだけれど、任務エリアが他の任務に専用されていますって出て、
ストーリー配信されてなかったのけ？
ストーリーは全部配信されてるはず。なんだけど、なんかどうやら他の任務がちょうど同じあたりの場所に用があるらしくて、先にその任務どかさない、同じ場所に先に占領してる任務をどかさないと、この話は続きは見れませんよっていうエラーが起きてる。で、それのエラー？その進めなくなってる元が、まだなんかこうそんな重要性なさそうなもんだったらまだいいけど、よりによってメインストーリー進めろとか抜かしやがってるから。
だから八つ当たりしてたのか。
だったらそんな場所でメインストーリー作んなよな。メインストーリーに邪魔されたの2回目だからな。さすがに2度目はないよ。八つ当たりにガチャ回すか。なんか知らないやつが来た。誰？誰だお前。あ、来たジン。そうジン来た。まだ持ってない結構最初あたりのキャラじゃん。はい。ちょっと機嫌直った持ってないキャラクター2人もガチャに来るのはちょっとありだな。1人目がこいつで、
I am Jean, the Dandelion Knight, requesting approval to join your party. From this day onwards, my honor and loyalty lie with you.
っていうタイプと、さっき来たやつがこいつか。
ガチャ運。まあこれあげるから機嫌直しなよ。
眩しいから眩しいからもうやめてください。これいつになったらやめんだお前は。あ、はい。意外と髪長いんすね。
Hey boss, the name's Gaming. I'm a guard from the communications office. So all this needs shipping, right? No, you grab a seat and have some tea. I'll get these packed up for you, no problem. It'll only take me a minute, then we can get the delivery scheduled. Oh, and if you ever want to book a wushu dance, me and my crew are available in a heartbeat. The troupe's called the Mighty Mythical Beasts, and I'm the head. Not to brag or anything.
すげえ早口でしたね。月変わったからそういや。これがもらえるのか。あとはどうでもいいかな。メインストーリー追い出すしかないよな、続けるんだったら。マジで邪魔になんないところでメインストーリーやってくれるかな。 二度とこういうことが起きないでほしいんだけど。機嫌悪いからレベル1だけのパーティーで殴り込んだろかな。もう2人くらいいただろ、レベル1。
今、ひわりとご機嫌斜めやな。
Ready for anything.
はい。最初あたりは良かったよ。メインストーリーに邪魔されたから一気になれたけど、こんなところで伝説任務。
メインストーリーはあれか、取っとくタイプ？
メインストーリーは取っとくよ。そんなにメインストーリー自体結構長いからさ、始めようとしたが最後本当はもう結構長くなるんだよ。長くなるから時間取って一気にやりたいんだけどさ。これはメインストーリーじゃない、ちなみに。ガッティング。
サブメインってあれか、妹探す旅か。
大変そうだね。頑張ってね、せいぜい。サブストーリーは、メインの方が妹探す旅だね。早く終わらして。ここから出て行ってください。二度と話しかけないでください。
I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this. If I'm understanding you correctly, the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave has essentially requested a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright.
バイモン、今日の旅人怖いぞ。
この場にいる奴ら全員の生爪剥がしたろかな。
We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right?
この人たちあれか、裁判みたいなのしてたやつか。
そうそうそう。この人が水人で。
オペラとか。
短い方が水人で、長い方が、審判官つってたかな。裁判の偉い人だね。
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
首だけになっても来てもらう。
Could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro Archon of Fontaine, Fosalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
花どこ行ったの？うわ、どれが召使いかわかんないんだけど。どれが召使いなんだろう。
I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
なんか喋り言い出しっぺが。
Lady Farina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
スイカの絞り汁みたいなの飲んでるね。
To meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you.
このハウス・オブ・ハースっていうところに住んでる孤児たちの一人がリネとリネットだね。
Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were
ミリオネ
falsely
アみたいな画
accused
面や
by
めろ。
you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives.
どうでもいいけど、お前ら全員椅子もっと引いた方がいいよ。
その2人がサマル人の濡れ着の着せされたってやつ。
そう前ね、そんなことがあったじゃん。水槽で人が死んだやつ。
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk.
手っ取り早く終わらせた方が吉だからだろ。お前だと他の時間あるだろ。
Child situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine, and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice.
Okay, why
don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition.
メロピデ要塞っていうのがまあ監獄なんだけどさ、有罪判決食らった人が入る。メロピデ要塞に入りたいんだったら召使いもちょっとその辺の門壊してきたらいいんじゃない？窓ガラスとか。そっちの方が手っ取り早いよ。
couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina.
なんか椎茸みたいな目だね。
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The knave showed up already.
そろそろ追い出せてると思ったのに。
Lenny did say that father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Lenny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the knave.
あれでしょ、どうせフリーな召使いから借りたビデオ返してないとかその程度でしょ。
Could the knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the fortress of Meripede, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
でも失踪したら余計罪が重くなるじゃんね。
The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the fortress of Meripede.
ま、そんなに早く出て私に氷釣りの続きでも話したいんだろうね。首相なことじゃないの。
Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the fortress of Meripede and investigate Child's disappearance.
来年行くね。
This was my proposal during our meeting with the knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the fortress of Meripede.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The fortress of Meripede is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before.
追放?
The fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles.
あ、そういうことか。
All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
追放者の集いから逃げ出したんだ。
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a...
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble.
別にそんな回りことしなくても、あなたの後ろにある本全部燃やせばすぐにメロピデユーサー行きますよね。
So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
まあ、あなたが困ってるから行くだけだからね。
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's currents. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Merope's entrance on Erenius once you've prepared yourselves.
ツイッターに報告してから行くよ。
Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
All right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it...
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff.
Now that's more like it! Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find! We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month! Your treat!
目の前によく喋る食い物がいるな。
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
こんなところにさらすなよ、歌手を。そろそろいけるだろ。あ、びっくりした。
まあ非常食だしが。
Oh, no need to thank me for it.
アラブルカーソルやめ、わら。
そろそろいけるだろうと思ってんの、このありさまなの。あんな長い話しといて、あんな長い会話散々聞かしといて、それでもまだなんかやれというのかい。何様なんだい、ミホヨは。ミホヨじゃないな。
ちなみに、今やろうしてるやつは、期間限定ドス。
全然期間限定じゃないよ。だけど、このメインストーリーとかいうやつを進めないと、自分が配信で進めたい話が全然進めらんないっていう感じですね。こことか遠いじゃんか。なんで、さっきの場所と関係ないだろう、絶対。よほど納得できるような理由があるんだろうな。さっきの建物からめちゃくちゃ遠いじゃんかよ。うるさいな。
That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we were about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty. Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Merope. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
まあそうだね、だいたい3年ぐらい滞在してればいいんじゃない？
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
ずいぶん喋るメインディッシュだな。
Hey, you can't hear a taste. And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him, but he didn't even show up.
まあマスコミってあまり好かれないしね、人によっては。
そいつは食べたらあかん、わら。
腹いせに食ってもいいだろう。
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meripede.
言っとくけど、これ3回目に含めとくからな。
Please tell me all about it.
メインストーリーに邪魔されて進めなくなってる事件3回目にこれ含めとくからな。
だったら、もしかしたら前菜かもしれん。
よっしゃ。
Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret.
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious? Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
パイモンっておっちょこちょいなの？
うん、すっごいおっちょこちょいだよ。まあまあまあまあまあ、大丈夫だよ、パイモン。ちょっと口縫合しよっか。
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the fort...
about that,
それ許してない、わ
Paimon
ら。
won't have any time.
まあ次ネタバレしたら右まぶたね。
It's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face to face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. On top of that, the Fortress of Meripede has never been under the jurisdiction of the
発言
courts.
権と光を奪うか、わら。
Nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the
人って
person in
光が
charge
ないと
there.
どんどん頭おかしくなっていくみたいだからね。
Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
飯ぐらい人に頼まねえで自分で食えるようにしろ。
You make it sound easy, but it really...
Of course.
強すぎ
I
る。
wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
お前が飯食うための取材をなんでこっちがわざわざ引き受けなきゃいけないんだよ。
Alright, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
いくら払うつもりなの？まあそろそろいけるっしょ。そろそろいけるっしょ。
わかってたけどすまんおもろい、わら。
Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
暴れるな暴れるな、わら。
間違えたボタン。
You could eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
まさかこんなに食べられちゃうなんてね。失策だったわ。取材の件忘れないでよね。
こんなに遠くとか絶対関係ないからな。こんなマップ3箇所もまたぐような用事が今度のそのリネの伝説任務にあるんだったら許すよ。許すけど、これ関係なかったらマジでマジで生きて帰れると思うなよ、リネ。なんかガチャ石もらった。腹いせに回すか。こいつ一つらしい。なんか体力回復するんだって。ファルさんって突どんくらい来たっけ？ 3 突目か。ウィンドウスキルの方か。スキルのレベルが上がりますよってことね。4突すると、パルザンで一番用があるウルトのレベルが上がるんだ。絶対こんな場所関係ないからな、言っとくけど。なんであんななんかマップ3つ分もディネとかいうキャラクター1人の話でなんでこんなマップ3つも使う必要があるんですか？ここじゃないの？場所が違うのか。凍結効果怖いね。絶対ここ関係ないからな、本当に。そのなんか理由あんだろうな。
ヌビレット、準備できたぜ。ここから入るのか？
予定通りだな。そう。ここがエリヌス島からメロピデ要塞へ入る唯一の入り口となっている。気をつけてくれ。少し後ろに下がるといい。
うわー、ここを降りてくのか。メロピデ要塞って海の中にあるのか？
水、人々の深海への恐怖。この双方を兼ね備えたメロピデ要塞は囚人を収容し監視するのに適しているのだ。だが安心してほしい。この中は決して恐怖に満ちた場所ではない。下へ行った後、自分たちの目で確かめるといい。
アメリカの韓国みたいなのかな。
そうだといいけど、でも自分が海底にいるって思うとやっぱりちょっと怖いよな。
それからもう一つ、前にメロピデ要塞の管理者リオセスリ殿と少々個人的な付き合いがあると言ったのは覚えているだろうか。彼は非常に聡明だ。
おいらたちも もそいつについて聞いたぜ。公爵って呼ばれてるんだろ？
あ
あ、デュークって公爵
彼
なんだ。
はこの水中要塞における最高管理者だ。たとえ私の依頼で調査に行くのだとしても、彼やその部下たちとの直接的な衝突は避けた方がいい。彼がメロピデ要塞を離れることはあまりないが、決して要塞の内外について把握していないわけではない。知らないのではなく、黙認しているのだ。この点については、雑談もそろそろ終わりにしよう。こたびの件、どうか頼んだぞ。
うん。リネの伝説にも終わったら考えておけるよ。
無駄足を踏むつもりはないからな。
マドレーヌ。
はっ、ネビレット様。新たな囚人はこの2名ですね。私がいる以上逃げられることはありません。ご安心を。
ああ、大丈夫ですよ。この人を拘束すればいいんだから。
私についてこい。今からお前たちをメロピデ要塞へ連れて行き、それから手続きを行う。
看病してください。ん？Involvement in other quests to start shining in the depths。あ、多分あれなんだろうな。こっから先特殊マップに行くことになるけど、継続するかみたいなこと言ってんかな、多分だけど。まあそれで言ったら一回止めるっしょ。ってことはやっと追い出せたのかな。マップ3つをまたぐような壮大なストーリー見せてみろよ、この野郎。
お、やっと？
ああ。マップ3つもまたぐような壮大なストーリー見せてみろよ。
始まります。
やっとだよ、本当にもう。頭の神経ねじ切れるかと思ったぜ。ヌビレットのあたりでも殺すところだった。俺会いに来たんだからさ、挨拶
イライラしてるなっちゃん見るの久々かも。
挨拶するぐらいしろ。
Over here.
何年かかったと思ってんだ、ここまで来んのに。
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now.
ちなみに、この人手品師じゃないですか。この人が、まあ2日後かな。2日後に、手品を、マジックショーを、
リネ君早く逃げて。
披露したかったらしいんだけど、怪盗を名乗る人物が、襲撃予告みたいなの出したから、手品ショーがちょっと、そのままだとうまく開催できないんさ。ちょうど同じ日に、犯罪予告出した、怪盗が出したから。だから、いっそのことそれ、指くわえて待ってんだったら、そいつもと捕まえた方がよくねっていう話になって、で、怪しい人物の目星は一応ついてるんだけど、まあそれが、
爆破予告をなんとかしようねってシナリオ。
まあ怪盗だから爆破ではないけどね。怪しい人物の関係者がジェマさんだね。その怪盗として怪しい人物の関係者であるジェマさんについて、リネの双子の妹であるリネットが、まあ、調査してる。
Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. So, we need a contingency plan. Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant.
このセサルっていう人が怪しい人だった。押し付けられてる人で、まあその関係者の方からとりあえず調べていってる状態だね。
When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
まあとりあえず年収から聞くか。そいつの年収から聞きません？あと絶対関係ないよね。ここで立ち話すんだったら絶対裁判所とか関係なかったと思うんですけど。つかその建物の中に入るの？その建物の中があれか。召使いがいたやつか？もしかして。あ、そっか、召使いとここで話したんだっけ？
You neglected to mention that you were bringing two other people with you.
My apologies. These two are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along. And if it's no trouble, a couple of autographs would really make their day.
Oh, forget the pleasantries. Just sit.
So の怪しい人物もマジシャンではあるからね。
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but he looks pretty happy about Lenny stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target.
この怪盗マーテンっていう人が犯罪を予告した。
Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing.
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Linny. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The Weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about Caesar and move on.
Uh-oh. This is getting awkward.
とりあえず爆破すればいいんじゃない？
Renzo? Is that? Oh, it is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Wanna grab a drink with me?
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on. You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die young. You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We worked together a bunch of times. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. He's still into, from what I hear.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again.
二度とこの世界に行けられないようにしてやる。
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right.
めっちゃ酔っ払いみたいな喋り方。
Don't work too hard.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone you just met make an offer like that? He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
I think so too. We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him.
とりあえず酔っ払い探すか。絶対シャルロットの絵が出てきたあたりのシーンいらなかっただろう。
Terra Smash!
You okay there?
Who are you?
How are you?
Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it out. I said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh, Paimon knew he was a bad egg.
Hey, keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions. Or make an enemy out of him.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head. I'm leaving.
Adios.
Shh. I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole conversation. Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
めっちゃ遠くまで行くやん。
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
Show yourself.
So you're Lenny. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister! Who sent you, huh?
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
Looks like we can't avoid this fight. Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
嘘つけ。お前メインアタッカーやってるだろ、うちのパーティーで。
Don't worry, we got this!
まずお前の洗脳から。会心ダメ高いな。相変わらず旧貴族。あれ？キャラ被ってるからリストラされてる。そんなことある？やりづれ。キャラかぶりは許されないのか。
Tougher than we thought.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
Come on, let's scram!
Hey, wise guys! We ain't through with you yet! Oh, they got away! Did you catch what they said just before they left? Something about intimidating someone else. Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic. And they've already done it to someone else, but you're right. She was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened her.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us once she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back to the cafe and see if we can get any information from her.
まあこれはしょうがないか。
Gemma?
You again. What is it this time?
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and we gave them a taste of their own medicine. So, you can relax now.
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will expose the Phantom Weasel's true identity. Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effects. If possible, I'd like to take a look at them. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Cendre. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since. I also know that the Fleuve Cendre is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're
Bon
likely to come
appetit.
for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously now.
頑張れ。
Whatever you do, if anything happens to you because you're investigating Caesar, I'll never be able to forgive myself.
With me here, nothing will happen.
省エネモード解除したんだもんね。
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away first. There we go. It should be just down here.
これが秘境か。やばい、ちょっと眠くなってきちゃってる。続き、このマジック工房に入るところは、またちょっと次回やります。ちょっと眠くなってきちゃってる。武器はなんか今回どっちでもいいな。
ワンチャ。
番長。でも ちょっと眠くなってきちゃったんで、ちょっと今この辺くらいまで行ったんですけど、やるのはちょっと次回に回そうかなって思ってます。つかね、今回、ティネの伝説任務、今日やるぞーっていう感じで今日やったんですけど、配信開いたんですけど、思った以上に進まなかったんですね。っていうのも、翌日まで待つ系のイベントがあったんですけど、翌日まで待ち終わった後になって、他の、しかも魔人任務に阻害されてるから、それ早くどかせっていう風に言われたのが、2、3回ぐらい続いたんだっけな。しかもよりによってなんかすげえ長い会話イベントだったからさ、なんかリネの伝説任務やりたくて起動したのに、なんか全然関係のない人たちのやりとりをずっと聞かされ続けるのはまあまあ苦痛でした。その辺もあって若干ちょっと、ここから先の続きは次回に回そうかなと思ってます。ちなみに、まあ、樹脂はまだ10か。でね、
終わり。お疲れ様。
まあ明日あたりまた続きやります。多分明日できるんじゃないかな。でね、さっきガチャ回したら、このキャラクターと、このキャラクターと、このキャラクターが来ました。いずれも持ってないキャラクターだったから、これだけはあり。これだけはありだった。なんか、任務の進行を阻害されて、なんかちょっとこう精神を落ち着かせるためにガチャ回したら、この2人は来ましたね。何がしたい人たちなのか全然わかんないけど。まあね、
今から消費、クジラとか行く。
クジラ行くの？クジラはね、面白いよ。人んちのクジラしか行ったことないけど、まだフォンテーヌの魔人任務そこまで行ってないからね。さっきのなんかイベントを追い出すやつでも、追い出すために魔人任務やってた時でさえも、まだそこまで行ってないから。
This route.
まあこの辺はいいか、後で。
If you ever have it.
キャラクターせっかく増えたから置く？今どういう、誰が置いてるっけ？
自分も行ってないから、クイック、わら。
ああ、クイックは使ってなかったな。カーベどこに？ああ、いた。これか。カーベ。ああ、でもカーベどんぐらいだっけ？好感度。ああ、3か。でいいや。で、あと1人置けるのね。もう一個こいつで。ちょっと様子見に行ってみようぜ。あ、いた。なんかすげえいい感じになってて草。
Hello. This place sure is interesting.
どこ見てん？
最近壺内で帯同できることを知った。わら。
Never have I seen a place where you can decorate. It blows my mind. I guess what I really want to say is, To be perfectly honest, guess it's, looking at your realm. Speaking of which, can I see? I want to know the reasoning behind why you arrange the roads and buildings like this. Ah, I see. You have the eye for this kind of work.
なんかちょっと意外とエモいのくさ。で、お前はどんなやつなんだよ。
Hey, buddy. Good to see you again.
はじめましてだけど、誰の話してんの？
This place is dope and so huge.
広い。まあ広いか。
Good morning to you too. I just finished my run, then practiced my horse stance in a few kicks. How's your day looking? I still got a few more moves to practice here, but do you want to meet at the tea house after I'm done?
なんかこの人訛りなのか単純に早口なのか分かんないけど、喋り方の癖すごいな。まあじゃあとりあえずそんなんでちょっと今日いろいろ大変だったからここまでにします。また明日多分続きやると思うんで、その時よろしくお願いいたします。まあ、ちょっとね少しになっちゃって申し訳ないですけど、このような形でまた次回も見ていただけたらと思います。では。